like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Hello, I'm Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. I have a few things to show you guys for my haul, but a couple of the things that I paid for I won't be able to show, because one is, like, I made a payment on the cooker that I bought last month. I can pay it off in 3 payments, and the first payment was already paid last month. This is the second payment, so next month is my last payment on it, and then it's fully paid for. And obviously that's already hooked up in the kitchen, so I can use it and cook with it. And yeah, another thing that I actually bought this month, is a sorry, my hair's bugging me. There's a sticking to my shoulder there. Is like this little latch thing for, it's like supposed to be for a stove. Like it's supposed to be a child safety latch for the stove, so that kids can't open the stove and climb into it. But I bought it for my toaster, my toaster oven. It doesn't really fit it, but if you put it in a specific spot, you can make it stick and make it stay, and it works. It is hanging off the edge, by about that far, but still, it's it does the trick. It keeps Merlin out of my toaster. He's the only one that does it, but once he opens the toaster and gets the food out, all the cats try to steal the food. So when I have my food in the toaster cooking, he has a bad issue about getting into it, and it actually burns his ears, because he gets his ears right up against the heat element. And then he steals my food. So I bought the little latch thingy for my toaster oven, so he can't do that anymore. I had put it in a spot where it's actually harder to work with it, because it's hanging off the edge of the other side of the counter where the walkway is. So I have to actually get into the walkway towards the hallway to get into the toaster to use it. I can use the rest of the counter on the side of it, but in order to put something into it, I have to go around it, kind of almost into the hallway, to put food into it, which is more inconvenient, but I thought that would keep Merlin from actually stealing my food. It just keeps him from being able to climb into it, which still protects his ears from being burnt, but doesn't stop his paws from getting hurt from the heat element and the heat of the pan itself, because I'm sure he's not very careful when he's trying to paw it out of the toaster, and then the whole thing falls on the floor. The whole pan falls on the floor, and then all the cats get to it. So it's not even on the counter once he pulls it out, it's on the floor. So yeah, it seems to be working pretty well with it stuck to the toaster oven, and it has this little it's okay, it's got like this like adhesive thing that's like a little square about that big, and then the adhesive square is what goes on your oven, and then from the adhesive square comes this little plastic thing that goes like that, over the door, and it's pretty sturdy, and in order to you can pull it out over the door very easily with one finger, but in order to open it, there's buttons on either side of the little plastic square, and you have to hold the buttons and push back the little plastic latch in order to be able to open your oven. So it works really well. I do plan on buying another one for the cooker because it has a very similar door. So I plan on buying another one next month for that. He hasn't started trying to open that yet, and I think it's because my air conditioner cord is kind of in the way of the door. I actually have to maneuver the cord to open it all the way. But I would probably make a great mime. I'm great at charades. But anyway, yeah, he hasn't been quite so bad with the cooker. I wouldn't have put the cord there if I could avoid it, but unfortunately, I am limited on how many plugs I have in the house that I can actually use. So it's actually the air conditioner in the kitchen is running off of the same extension cord that's on the air conditioner in the window on the other side of the bar, and that cord doesn't go as far as the one in the kitchen. So if I gotta maneuver my cooker door because of the cord and it looks like crap, I don't care, as long as I'm not suffocating in my house from like insane heat. So it works, you know, it is what it is. It does its job. It looks horrible, but it does its job. But yeah, I will buy another one next month and show that one to you guys before I put it up, because I do want you guys to see it, and I will probably need it for the cooker anyway. But I'm not as concerned about the cooker as I was the toaster, because he seems to have a little bit more trouble trying to open the cooker than he does the toaster. So so that's one of the things that I bought this month that I can't show you guys. However, I do have quite a few things to show you guys. First of all, I want to show you guys my new headphones, and the horn on this came separately. I bought it. This is, I believe, 3D printed, and you can find these on Amazon as well. But I love these headphones. It's green on the bottom and pink on the top, and ombre into the green, and then it has these beautiful shiny cat ears that also have like glittery insides. It's not like abrasive glitter like this. If you scratch it, it's not gonna flake off. It's like it's in the plasticky fabric, so you can very easily wipe these down with like a Lysol wipe if need be. But even with the horn off, they look incredibly adorable on, and the horn itself just matches it so well that, I mean, I love this purchase. I bought these ones to go to Sam's house and leave there. I was actually just there for our anniversary, but I wanted to film these before before I leave them there permanently. And then it's got, I mean, it does take a cord if you really needed to use a cord for it, but they are Bluetooth. It charges with a Type-C cord. If you want to turn it on, it's this middle button right here. Even though it doesn't show that on the middle button, to turn it on, you just press and hold the middle button to sync it with your device and turn it on. And then the middle button is also play and pause, and this button is volume up, and I'm assuming fast forward. And then this one is volume up and, or maybe rewind. I would think that the minus would be volume down and rewind, volume up and fast forward. I would think. I haven't tried the fast forward and rewind functions yet. I honestly just got them synced to my phone, but they do work. I did manage to turn them on and sync them. They're very pretty. I love how they look on, and I mostly just bought them for noise reduction when I'm at his house, so I can, be more quiet around him, and to wear while I'm playing my game when I'm over there, and then that way I don't have to bring a pair back and forth and back and forth and back and forth when I'm coming over. There'll just be a pair already there, and they won't end up smelling like my house, like permanently, having them go back and forth. Sitting there at his house, after a while they'll start smelling like his house. Clean. Unfortunately, they might get some of the smell from my house from not having them there until I can get them there, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But again, Lysol wipes, I can clean them. The cushions are very, very soft and comfortable. They do feel a little bit they do feel a little bit big for my head, but these are made for children size heads, so, and I do have a child size head, so I would say that they would fit on an adult just fine. That is normal size adult. So they do feel a little bit big. They don't rest directly on top of my head like my other ones do. So an adult could wear these very comfortably, just fine. I believe that they do. Yep, they do extend as well. So yes, absolutely, an adult could wear them. I would not be able to wear them like this because, yeah, my head is just too small. I have the child size head, so I had to explain to the eyeglass technician when I was trying to pick out my glasses. She did not grasp the concept until I got mad about it. She was trying to force me to get adult size glasses that don't fit my face at all. So, but yeah, they would definitely fit an adult size head. They fit me pretty well, except a little bit loose. So they are made for kids. They are made for kids, but they would work just fine for an adult as well. So if you're an adult and you like them and you want them, Amazon. Amazon for the ombre green and pink kitty headphones, and Amazon for the additional 3D printed horn. And they also, this one also comes with a purple, and this one also comes with a purple. So I plan on actually buying that eventually also for here. Pink one's for Sam's house, because purple's my favorite color, so the purple ones stay here with me. So purple ones in my house when when I just need headphones, and pink ones at his house for, just using there. I mean, I love pink, I really do. I mean, look at them, they're pretty. How could you not like those? They are so pretty, and they're shiny, and they're cute, and with the horn they're even more cute, because it goes from kitty to unicorn. So adorable, just adorable. So there's that, and I actually do need a new pair of headphones anyway, because the black ones that I have, the black kitty ones with the white horn that I added to it, those ones, the cats knocked down on multiple occasions from off of my walker and off of my cane. So I ended up they ended up coming apart, and one of the wires inside dislodged, like completely. So now one ear on my headphones, on my other headphones, my older ones, don't work anymore. Which, I primarily wear them to keep people from talking to me when I'm out and about. That's actually mostly why they're black, because I don't want people to talk to me. And it's also why the horn is white, because it's supposed to look like bone. So people don't talk to me. But people talk to me anyway, even with the headphones on. It's like, take a hint, I'm wearing headphones, leave me alone. But, with the autism, it's hard for me. It's really, really hard for me when people just start talking to me. And then once someone gets me talking, I can't shut up. And then it becomes a big problem for me. They get irritated, I get irritated, and then I get embarrassed on top of the irritation. And then I get even more frustrated because, if they had left me alone, I wouldn't have started talking in the first place. To have gone on a tangent and not been able to shut up and said embarrassing shit that I didn't want to say. And, just, respect the headphones. If someone's wearing headphones, leave them alone. I mean, if they're around their neck, then they want to talk. But if they have their headphones on their ears, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Okay? Just leave them alone. Unless you're my boyfriend and he knows that I only put them on to reduce the noise around us so I can hear him better. Or like not really hear him better, but more like tune out everything else, and then it doesn't make me compulsively talk, and then I can actually have a conversation with him where he actually gets to respond. It's easier with the headphones on. But with them off, I have no control. But, so, yeah. So I actually do need, like, massive amounts of headphones. I need a pair in my house. I actually want to get another pair for my kitchen. I want to get a pair for actually just being on the phone that has a microphone, specifically just for being on the phone. A pair for Sam's house, and then my pair for leaving the house. And then when it comes to noise canceling headphones, the ones that you wear for trying to block out all sound, like for shooting or reading or autism sensory deprivation, to remove the noise when you need to remove the noise completely. I mean, they don't completely block out all noise, but they do their best, you know. So I've got a pair of black headphones that are specifically made for shooting. That's what what they were bought for, the kind of store they were bought in, in the section they were bought in, specifically for that. Sam bought them for me for going out in the shooting area and shooting with him when I had my firearm. So yeah. So those are very useful also. One, for shooting, because you want proper ear protection, and two, for emotional regulation, because sometimes the noise is just too much and you need it all to go away. Sometimes headphones like this aren't enough. Even if you have them on, sometimes they're just not enough, because sometimes you just need quiet. Sometimes even music or TV running through it is too much, and you just need quiet. So, having a pair of those for each place, a pair in my living room, a pair maybe in my bedroom. I do wear, I apologize, I had forgotten to delete my last video and emptying the trash on my tablet. If I don't do that, then I end up with not enough room to film my next video. And sometimes I just forget. I get busy and I forget things. So yeah, pair of noise canceling headphones for the living room, and a pair for at Sam's house, a pair for his shooting area, and a pair for leaving the house. Well, not really leaving the house, but going outside and sitting at my table to read or to mow my lawn, as much as I can. My wrist is still very damaged from the last time I tried, and my mower still does not seem to want to start. So whatever damage was done from my neighbors throwing their crap all over my yard, in the back of my house, because they seem to think that my backyard is theirs. So they let their kids play in it, and they leave trash and toys all over in the grass back there, and you can't see it when you're mowing. So the mower just gets into it, and it screws up the mower. But anyway, the more of those that I have, the more I'll be able to regulate my moods, and be able to be more calm. So I will be buying more of those as much as I possibly can, within my means. I still obviously need to fix my roof and my wiring and remodel the walls and the ceiling and the floor to make it livable in here. But between sensory needs and my house being fixed up enough to live in, I mean, gotta work with what I got. So headphones was definitely a needed purchase. I definitely need to buy new ones for here in general. I'm thinking I may at some point actually replace my black ones after I get the rest of them, so that when I leave the house alone, I'll have a pair that actually fully work. So if I need to turn on any music or anything, they'll actually work. So yeah, but I mean, they still work in the one ear, but if I'm listening to something where it separates the sound of the music or the sound of the TV show into separate ears, where not just all the music and everything in both ears, it's just more quiet without the other one, but it splits certain things, so you only hear certain things from one ear. Some things do that now, where you know, it splits it up, so if one of your ears doesn't work, you're not going to hear everything going on. I don't like that. I think it's kind of annoying. I would rather just lessen the sound, so that if one ear just stops working, like that happened, I can still hear everything. But some things do that and some things don't. I'll just have to figure out what does and what doesn't until I can get them replaced. But thankfully, Amazon is still selling the ones that I have, so cool. But anyway, and they do have other ones that look very similar, but they're still selling the exact ones I have, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, the next thing I have for you guys is this Disney Princess Secret Styles. Usually when you get these, you can either get the mystery packs or the dolls in their little hard case dress, their hard case skirt that's supposed to hold all their stuff. Usually when you get these ones, though, you get like 2 dresses and some accessories. This one, however, oops, I dropped her. I got the special one of this one. They have some special ones of some of the dolls where like they have different stuff. Like there's a Cinderella that has like her dress is like, her skirt is like super big, and then there's like a bed in there and like a closet, and yeah. So it's like an actual play set inside her gigantic skirt. This one didn't come with a gigantic skirt. It's the same size as the other skirts. Like, this is the Rapunzel skirt compared to that one. They're the same size. You know, it's just, this one came in a box. And instead of just having the 2 dresses, it had 6 dresses. It also had 2 pairs of shoes. And I believe 2 purses and 2 necklaces. The other ones come with 1 necklace, 1 purse, and I believe 1 pair of shoes. I only got 1 pair of shoes with the Rapunzel. Unfortunately, I actually already accidentally lost one of the shoes. They're really tiny, so it's really hard to not lose them. But yeah, so I unfortunately accidentally lost one of the shoes. And this is obviously not her full dress. So this is her skirt, her very pretty skirt, and then that's the inside of her skirt. It has a mirror, so it is still a play set. And then we've got her top for that. Oh, there it is. This is actually what she came in originally before I like started playing with her, because you know I started playing with her before doing the video, before starting the video anyway. And I apologize about any cat hair that gets on anything. I mean, I do have 11 cats, so so she actually came like this, so very pretty, right? And it matches the skirt, the plastic skirt. And what I really like about these is they work for fidget toys, because the skirts and the tops are silicone. So and even the legs are kind of silicone-y and the arms are kind of silicone-y. So they're not just very pretty and fun to play with and dress up, but it's also like a sensory, and the skirt even has texture. So it's like 100% a fidget toy. Like, it's not marketed as a fidget toy, but it's definitely a fidget toy. It's so soft, and I love these. I know I haven't done them in a while, but I was really, really craving playing with them, and I was like, I need more of those. I don't have enough of those. I need more. So there's that skirt and shirt. That's that dress. Her little iconic yellow ball gown from her dancing scene with Beast. And I'm trying to find, where is her shoe? I mean, she has two pairs of shoes, but I'm trying to find the one shoe to show you guys what those shoes look like before I lost the other one. But it's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I really hope I get another doll that has these shoes. Like, really, really hope. Because they are really cute. Really pretty little gold shoe. Matches perfectly with her gown. Just gorgeous. Very pretty. And I mean, they fit really well. It's just, like, it popped off and it did not fall in my lap, and it probably fell on the floor somewhere, and I don't know where. I've searched the floor. I may never find it, but if I do, then I will feel very, very lucky. I have no idea where it went. It could have even, like, flown onto my table somewhere. I don't know. I can't find it, but it's a cute shoe. It's very cute. So I hope I get another doll that also has these shoes. So I don't know. Hopefully. And then so that's one of the 6 dresses, is her iconic ball gown. I love these dolls. They are so fun to play with. They're so squishy and soft and really pretty and well made. And you can also switch out their clothes back and forth with the Polly dolls as well, which have the same, their clothes have the same texture. So, like, I really love them. So here's her peasant dress. I know they kind of cheaped out on adding the white to her collar and her sleeves, but if you guys remember correctly, I don't think that the dress, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't think the dress on the live action actually had white sleeves, but I could be wrong. They could have been going more after the look of the live action movie with this dress, but I don't know. I'm not 100% certain, and like I said, I could be wrong. But I mean, I still like it. It's still very pretty. And I mean, you can tell what it is. You can tell it's supposed to be the top part of her peasant dress. So, I mean, I'm not hurting from it being not 100% colored in. I know what it's supposed to be. You can tell. I like it. And I mean, I got 6 dresses in comparison of 2 for the other doll that I might still buy, actually. I haven't decided yet. So there's her peasant dress. And then now, I have actually very rarely seen variations of this dress for Barbies or like even advertisements for Disney princesses. But this is one of my favorites of her dresses. Not just because of the gift of the library, but I just thought it was a nice dress. It was still pretty casual, but also still very dressy. So like. I really liked it. But here is the little green dress from when Beast gave her his library. I always really liked that one. I don't know why people don't show it as much as the other dresses. Like, I thought it was way prettier than her blue dress. Like, way prettier. You only see it once. I don't know why anybody wouldn't like expand on that. Like, show it more. Alright, and then see which one is which. It's hard to tell. Actually, buying the Rapunzel doll first was not really planned. I actually wanted to buy this entire set first, but I ended up not being able to because the Rapunzel doll was cheaper, and I didn't actually have the money for this one. And I just got lucky, and this came back in stock while I was looking for it. So that was just luck on my part getting it this time. But alright, so this one is her dress from her snowball fight with Beast. And you know, when she's teaching him trying to teach him how to eat soup with a spoon, but he can't figure out how to use the spoon, so she just picks up her bowl and drinks the soup with him. That's the dress she was wearing during that scene too. Before I move to the next dress, I want to find the other shoes. There's the other one. I don't want to put the shoes on while I'm doing the dresses because you can't see them under the dress, and when you take off the skirt it makes the shoes pop off. So those are her little pink shoes. They look exactly the same except for pink and not like pearlized, not shiny at all. So I don't want to lose the shoes, is why I'm not putting them on with the dresses. So, and then she's got, before I move on to the next dress, she's got this pretty little purple purse with a bow on it. And then because I don't want to lose these either. This pretty pink purse. It has like swirls on it. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it's see-through, so makes it a little bit difficult to see. And then she's got this pretty green necklace that would match that green dress really well. And then she has this gold necklace that would clearly match her ball gown very well. Alright, so there's those. To the next dress. This dress isn't in any of her movies. However, you know, it came with the set and it's an extra dress and it's pretty. I'm not complaining. And it also helps separate the dress that I just showed from the one I'm about to after this one, because they didn't really do too well on detail. If I ever get my paints back, maybe I'll paint on some, try to paint on some detail. I don't know how well that'll work on silicone with my paints. Doesn't hurt to try, right? And even if it doesn't work out, I can always wash it off. But yeah, I'll explain in a minute. If the details were on the pink dress, it would be a lot easier to identify the red dress. Let's just put it that way. They're the same exact style, and the pink dress had a lot more detail on it in the movie versus the red dress had more detail also, but they were different details. But that wasn't from the same movie either. Because a lot of people don't realize this, but there are actually two Beauty and the Beast movies. There's the Beauty and the Beast movie, and then there's the Christmas movie, which is Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Enchanted Christmas. So it's the same style dress, it's just a little bit different. But they went cheap and decided to use two slightly different colors with the same mold and no added details. So I'll probably have to, once I can find my paints, have to like try to add some details. So this is a very pretty dress. In no movie does she have this dress, and I've never seen this dress in any other movie. The bottom does have the same look of Cinderella's dress that, her and the mice fixed up from her mother's old dress so she could go to the ball, and then her stepsisters like tore it all up. But this part is like literally like a remold of her yellow dress bodice. So I really do like it though. I think it's very pretty, and it doesn't hurt to have an extra dress, right? Because the purpose of these dolls isn't for them to look exactly like the movie. It's so that you can dress them up, which is why I transfer back and forth between their clothes and the Polly Pocket doll clothes, because for me that's the point, is to be able to have a lot of clothes and change their clothes, and they're like mini Barbies, but like with sensory texture. It's so soft. I love it. But so I mean, it's a beautiful dress. Like I really love it. I would definitely enjoy buying more of the dolls and more of the Polly dolls and like switching them out with this dress. I actually already did that. I probably drove Sam nuts sending him pictures of all my ideas of how the dresses can be worn and all that stuff, and what dolls can wear them, and like, it was a lot of pictures. A lot of pictures. So, but anyway, the last dress, her Christmas dress from Belle's Enchanted Christmas. Like I said, it's the same mold as the pink dress from the snowball fight. So, other than being a darker color, which they should have gone with red instead of hot pink. I'm very disappointed that all they did was make it hot pink instead of red. It should have been at least been red instead of hot pink, and if it had the gold sleeves and the gold details on it, that would have been nice. And if the pink one had its hot pink and light pink details on it, that would have been nice. But I mean, I'm not even expecting it to have had the rosettes that the Christmas dress had. But they literally just remolded it in a slightly darker color. I'm not mad about it because it's something I may be able to fix, and I can tell the difference, even though it's hard to tell. Even though it is hard to tell the difference, probably on camera. I can tell the difference. So here is her Enchanted Christmas dress, which is hot pink instead of red, which it's supposed to be red, and it's supposed to have gold. This part of the sleeves is supposed to be gold. This part of the neckline is supposed to be gold, and this part is supposed to be gold. And this part's supposed to be gold. And right here, and then also on the sleeves, is supposed to be like little rosettes. But I mean, it's all right. I know what it is. I know what dress it is. So I'm not mad about it. I mean, they could have done better, but you know, they were probably just like, people are just going to be happy to have 6 dresses instead of 2. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong. So, I love her. I love her dresses. I love how pretty, look how pretty she is. Like, she is so pretty. Her hair and like her face, she's so pretty. And then she's even got, I don't know if you guys can tell, but she's got like a little tiara on her bun. Like, it's really pretty. So, I mean, in every way, I am not disappointed by this set. It's definitely worth the money. I bought it on Amazon. No, wait, I bought this one. This one I bought on Walmart because they didn't have it in stock on Amazon. But they could get it back in stock on Amazon again. I think you might be able to find it on eBay, but I found it on Walmart. So yeah, I would definitely highly recommend this set. I love it. I am not complaining. I absolutely adore it. It is a good set. So that's all I have with her, but that's not all I have for you guys. Alright. Showed you the headphones. I showed you my Belle doll. And now, put that over there for now. And now over here, I have what I was most eagerly waiting for it to come. And it just arrived today. That's why I didn't film sooner, because even though I got her a while ago, last week, and the headphones arrived earlier this week. Hi, buddy. Hi. I'm filming, buddies. Let's move this stuff. No, let's move this stuff right here so you don't knock it down. Come here. Yeah. I love you. You want to say hi to the camera? Huh, Mama? my Merlin? He's like, no, I just wanted loves, Mom. So, this is what I was most eagerly awaiting. Everything else already came, but this is why I'm filming today instead of earlier in the week. Because if she had come earlier in the week, I would have been able to leave the headphones at Sam's house. So, and I could have gotten her on off of Walmart, but through Walmart she was over $100 and not including shipping. And I was prepared to pay that much, and then I found her on eBay. On eBay, at first, when I first found her on there, she was $30 plus $20 shipping. And then when it got closer to me being able to get paid to buy her, her price went up to $45. But still, $65 in comparison to $100 plus shipping, and this is including shipping, $65 including shipping, compared to over $100 plus shipping. eBay was the better deal. And when it arrived, there was a sticker on it that said fragile, which Barbies aren't fragile, so I was like, well, at least they're making sure it's not damaged. That's nice of them. And then it was like highly wrapped up and it came in the box, like it had never been opened. I actually have the box holding my fan up right now. So it can be aimed at us. Well, at me. You guys can't feel the fan through the camera. But, so, it was still fully in the box, never opened, and only $65 in comparison for the over 100. And this is the one I've been wanting to buy forever, because this one, and I wanted to buy it last month, but I couldn't, because last month was my daughter's birthday. And this is supposed to be the doll that represents my daughter. So she is now 19. And so this is the Skipper doll that I bought to represent her. So this is my Avea doll. It has dark brown hair and beautiful purple streaks in her hair. And she comes in this little tank top and purple and blue shorts. And then she has these cute little sandals on. I'll take them off because they're really cute. They've got stars on them. And then there's even stars. There's a star on the heel, if you can see it. Oh, hi, Twinkie. Oh. At least those are not as small as the other shoes. I can still find those. Oh, Twinkie, what's the matter? Come here. Come here. You changed your mind? That's all right. You can change your mind. You don't have to give me attention right now. You can give me attention when you're ready, when you want attention. So that's not all she came with, though. So she also came with, let me find her casual stuff real quick. I had to move it for Merlin. So she came with a pair of the black sunglasses, which I'm probably going to pair these sunglasses with another doll, because I have a pair set aside for her that I think would go with her better. But very nice sunglasses. And then she comes with a pair of headphones, which is good because Avea wears headphones as much as I do. kind of makes me wonder, but I know mom's never going to test her, and she may never test on her own. So I'm not going to assume things. But if they help her in any way, whether she has autism or not, I don't really care if she's autistic. I care if she's happy, and doing well. So it comes with headphones. And like I said, she likes headphones as much as I do. She's always wearing them. I don't think I've seen her much without her headphones on. Oh, looks like a shoe came off again. Oh, there it is. Maybe I should just take the shoes off for now, so I don't lose them on my foot. So she's got headphones, and they're purple headphones. And they look very realistic. So I'm going to take them off of her, and I'm going to show them to you guys. Like they look really realistic. Like, super real. Like, they don't look like this in the ad at all. Like, in the ad, they look like crappy ass plastic, really poorly made Barbie headphones. But I mean, they paid attention to detail on these. Like, they look super real. Like you just got them out of the I forget what it's called. The electronics section at the store. That's what it's called, electronics. I've been having a lot of brain farts lately. They're getting worse. And then she also came with a camera that's also very detailed. Like, you can definitely tell that's supposed to be a camera. Like, and then it also has this where you can, like, put it around her neck and just clip it on there like a necklace. So, like, she could carry it around her neck. Like people do with their cameras, like on a neck strap. Or she could even carry it around on her shoulder, like people do with this neck strap. I mean, cool. And then she has this beautiful little beach skirt. I think that the top and the pants is actually supposed to be a bathing suit, to be honest. I think that's what it's supposed to be. But I mean, why can't it be shorts and a t-shirt? So she's got this little beach wrap too. Super, super cute. Very pretty. And of course, we could pretend that's just a skirt too if we wanted to. I think it would make a cute little skirt. And then into her not casual stuff, I'm not really sure why she came with a butterfly, but the butterfly is super cute and very pretty. Nice little added prop there. Very cute little butterfly. My little Avea doll. And no, it's not Navea. It is not heaven backwards. It's Avea. A-V-A-Y-A. A lot of people get it confused because of the heaven backwards name that's super, super, super popular. But that is not her name. Her name is Avea. Like the cellular company that, like, many hospitals have phones with the name Avea on them. And she's also named after the Egyptian goddess of communication, um, which wasn't really my doing. I wanted to name her Freya because I think Freya is a very pretty name, and she's like the Norse goddess of fertility and of love and of cats. So that's what I wanted to name her. But my ex threatened to hit me if I didn't give her the name he wanted. So at least it's a pretty name. At least it's not something just horrible. Her middle name was horrible that he made me put on her birth certificate. So, like, at least it wasn't that. And thankfully, her middle name was changed. Thankfully. So, alright. So Beach Girl Avea transforms into a mermaid. Very pretty, beautiful purple fins, multicolored scales on her mermaid tail, cute little decorative belt, little mermaid belt, and then there's a little starfish that she can hold, clip-on mermaid top, and pretty little mermaid crown. Very, very pretty. I'm very happy with her. I think she's gorgeous, and you know, the mermaid style, you know, the mermaid transformation is perfect for my like fantasy version of me in Avea. And I love her dark hair. I love how her eyes are actually blue. The Teresa dolls that are the brown haired dolls that I've been using to represent me, they don't have blue eyes. I think they're like more hazel. You're not leaving, are you? I'm almost done. But she actually has blue eyes. You can't tell, but my eyes are actually blue, but they're such a dark blue that like on camera or in photos they come off as like brown. They're not. They're a very, very, very dark shade of blue. So I'm very glad, and Avea does have my eyes. So I'm very glad that this doll actually has blue eyes. And her hair is very similar to my mermaid doll, which I pulled out because I wanted to make a comparison with them. Again, like I said, the Teresa doll's eyes are not blue. They look more hazel to me, like a mix of brown and green. So the Skipper doll, which is my Avea doll, versus my Fantasy Me doll. She has darker brown hair than the Teresa doll that's supposed to be me. And then the purple streaks are a little bit more of a bluish purple, while the streaks in her hair are a little bit more of like a very clear purple. Very light colored, but very clear identified purple. While this one you can tell is purple. When you remove that doll, you could tell that it's purple, but when you put them together, it looks more blue. So like it's still purple, but it's a bluish purple. And then with her hair being her little starfish fell. Oh, even the back is detailed. So, like, the attention to detail on this, like, that looks like the bottom of a real starfish. and the top looks like the top of a real starfish. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen starfish. I haven't seen them alive, but I've seen them in real life dried up. My grandma had some, actually. She had sand dollars too. I don't know where she got them, but they were preserved in her jewelry box. So she would have me go through her jewelry box every week and play with her jewelry and look at everything and tell me how much everything is worth and how important certain things were. And yeah, she was very, very clear. So I don't know, I'm very happy with this doll, and I think it you know, you can definitely tell that they're related, right? Like, they have very similar hair, they have very similar facial features, they're very similar. You can tell they're related. I mean, Skipper is actually Barbie's sister, but you know, and Avea is my daughter, but you know, we do look alike. We do look very similar. I know people are like, well, she's your daughter. Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes you end up with kids that don't look like you. It happens. Sometimes they favor the other parent, which can happen. And she has gigantic feet, so yeah, she definitely has her dad's feet. I mean, it's not like she's not gonna have some of his features. She's 100% entirely herself, but she does look very much like me. She has a lot of my features. I've actually shown people pictures of her, and they'd be like, oh my goodness, you look cute in that picture. And I'd be like, what? That's not me. They'd be like, that's not you. It looks just like you. What are you saying that's not you? And I'm like, that's my daughter. But they're like, oh my God, she looks so much like you. I'm like, yeah, she's my daughter. But I mean, I can tell the differences, and I'm sure other people can tell the differences. I can tell what pictures are me, which pictures are her. To me, we don't look exactly alike. To me, we look similar, but you know, like we're related, but not like, I could never confuse our photos. You know, I mean, even if I don't remember the photo being taken, I would know which photo would be me and which photo would be her, you know. I don't know. I don't see that we look quite that similar to where people confuse us. I don't get it, but I mean, we do look very, very similar, though. She definitely does look like she's my child. And I personally think she's prettier than me. Not gonna lie. I think she's much prettier than I am. And she's very smart and very, very motivated and hardworking. And she pretty much raises my stepsister's son. You know, if mom's not taking care of him, she's taking care of him. So she's pretty good parent from what I've seen. And she's only 19, so keep this in mind. She's only 19 and pretty much raising a toddler. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of her. I mean, she doesn't really want anything to do with me, and I wish that she did. But you know, there's not much I can do about it, but hope that someday maybe she decides to be in my life. If not, you know, that's her choice. I wish it would be different, but if so, awesome. Then I can have a relationship with her. But until that day comes, you know, I just keep waiting and hoping, and maybe I'll get there. But anyway, you know, adding her to my my support system dolls, whether I get to have a relationship with her or not. At least I can fantasize about having a relationship with her and play it out with my dolls, and you know, it's something I want, that I may never have, but it's something I want. So, I mean, I think the doll very, very well represents her. I mean, we are not the skinniest women in the world, so it's not gonna represent that. But weight or not weight, she is, like, in my opinion, the most beautiful little girl in the whole world. I mean, I know she's not a little girl anymore. She's 19, but she's always going to be my little girl. No matter how old she gets or how grown up she gets, she's always going to be my little girl. And, you know, I do think she's the most beautiful girl in the world. And, I mean, she has been working hard to lose weight pretty much her whole childhood and her whole teen years. And she has a thyroid issue, so it's not her fault. But she is absolutely gorgeous, an absolutely beautiful girl, and a beautiful person. And I love her with every fiber of my being and all of my heart. And I really do wish that someday we could have a relationship. And I really do hope for that. So maybe someday. But until then, I've got a doll to represent her to put my hopes and dreams and wishes into. And I mean, maybe someday. And I've met her boyfriend that she's planning on getting married to, and you're supposed to hate the boyfriend, and I was fully prepared to hate him, but I could not hate him. I like the boy. He reminds me of Sam. He loves her. You can tell he loves her. You can tell that he's good for her. You can tell that he will take care of her and do anything to take care of her. I like the boy. And I hope someday that I get to see them together, married, and I don't think she can have kids, but you know, she can always adopt, and there's other ways, you know, so, you know, I hope to see them together someday, you know, come to my door and, you know, visit and spend holidays together and be a family. I would like that. I'd very much like that, to have my little girl in my life again. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys liked what I shared with you. My my headphones and my beautiful little Belle doll and my beautiful little Skipper doll that's supposed to represent my beautiful little girl. I'm excited to do my next video for you guys, where I show you what else I have for her, and so on and so forth from there. You know, this was mostly the unboxing and comparing her facial features and hair features with my princess version of me doll. I don't think I'm going to need a different version for her to be the casual version and the fantasy version, because I couldn't really find one that didn't have streaks in its hair. And this is the one that I wanted the most, so this is the one I bought. I think she's beautiful. She really does. I think it's the blue eyes, really, that reminds me of Avea so much. I think that's what it is, the blue eyes, and how dark the hair is, and how thick the hair is. Her hair is so thick, and it's like really dark brown. Hers is kind of a little bit more curly too, but it's super thick and super brown, and she is so beautiful. But anyway, I am going to shut off this video so I can make something for dinner, because I have not eaten yet today. Which is not something I typically do, unless I get like in the zone with stuff. It's a common thing with autism. You get distracted and then you forget to eat. And I did that today. I do it frequently, but I try not to. But if I don't get distracted by anything, I do manage to make sure that I have my breakfast and my snack, and then my dinner, and have my insulin with all of that. Take my meds, my gummy supplements, and of course my insulin, and drink my Miralax, and with my juice, and my wake up Mountain Dew soda, because that's what wakes me up. That's the only thing that wakes me up. My Gatorade, and my end of the day mixed juice. It's usually it's like a powder mix that I mix with water. So I'm getting like my water content in, but with flavor. It's basically Kool-Aid. But yeah, so and for my snack, I usually do like a cheese stick of some kind of fruit, and either something that's carbs that's remotely decently healthy, or something with protein. So I have quite a few options to work with what I eat for snacks. But still, I don't eat lunch, because if I eat lunch, I get huge. I'm getting pretty big right now as it is. But if I eat lunch, I get huge. So I try to limit my food intake by making sure that while I do eat something that keeps my sugar up, so I don't pass out from low sugar, I still have like something that's a small enough meal to where it's not a real meal, so I don't get super fat. I can control my weight a little bit more. I don't know if you guys are gonna believe this, because he's gotten so big, but this is my little kitten Oatmeal. Look how big he got. My little oatmeal cream pie. He got so big. He got so big. He's getting all grown up. I bet you guys thought it was Lana, because he's very close in color, because she's orange too, but he's a darker orange than her, and she has a stubbed tail. But yeah, he does look a lot like his mommy. He does look a lot like his mommy. But he's getting so grown up. And he's such a good, sweet little boy. Aren't you, buddy? Are you a good boy, Oatmeal? Huh? My little oatmeal cream pie. He's a good boy. But yeah, so I should probably shut off the video so I can get some food in me, so I don't pass out. And of course take my insulin. And I was very distracted, because when the box came with the doll, with the Skipper doll in it, my hair was super greasy, because I woke up and it was super, super hot in here, and I shut off the AC at night, so I don't get too cold. So when I wake up in the morning, it's insanely hot, and and sometimes I'm dripping sweat before I can get the AC turned back on. So yeah, I needed a shower, and then of course I needed to make sure the cats had enough food and had enough water. because we can't forget about them, can we, buddy? No, you need food and water. You can't go without food and water. What was that? You want to go play? Yeah, go play. So, I mean, they need their stuff, and it's my job to make sure that they have it. So, that's more important than taking care of myself. So before I jumped in the shower, I made sure they had their food and their water. And then, I showered, and then I got my drinks together for the day. I do drink some chocolate milk with Ovaltine in it every day too, because chocolate milk is good for calcium. I have a vitamin D deficiency, so I need to drink chocolate milk for that also, because without the vitamin D, calcium isn't going to absorb into your body. I do take vitamin D supplements, and Ovaltine is good for your immune system. So I mean, I have fibromyalgia. I don't know how bad that is for my immune system, but it can't be good, because every time I get the flu shot, I almost die from it. So that's why I don't get the flu shot anymore, because it's just not safe for me to get it. So yeah, and then I have to drink coffee every day for this problem, because this is not from food. Well, technically it is from food, but it's from the food not coming out, not from too much food going in, if you catch my drift. So I have to drink my Miralax and drink my coffee every day to try to get rid of this. And with that, I've gone from every 3 months to once a week. Once a week still isn't healthy, but it's better than every 3 months, so I'll take what I can get. So that's why my belly is so fat and round and gross, and yeah, it makes me look like a big fatty pregnant lady, and I'm not. Okay, fatty, yes. Pregnant, no. Not for 19 years. So, yeah, gotta take care of myself, right? I love you too, oatmeal. You hear somebody on the other side of the table? You can go over there if you go around, okay? You can't go across the table. You gotta go around. Alright? Alright, we gotta be careful. Right, buddy? Oh, hi, Marshmallow. And can you guys believe that this is Marshmallow? Look how big she got. Like, she got so big. Pretty little Marshmallow. She must have gotten in the water again because she's wet. They do that. I don't know why they jump in their water dish, but they do. It's weird. And then they act like they're offended that they got wet. Like, you jumped in it. You're going to get wet if you jump in it. What do you think's going to happen if you jump in the water? What are you doing? Leave those alone. Leave those alone. Leave those alone. It's going to leave those alone. My filming headbands are falling down. And he's like, what are those? I'm going to play with those, because he doesn't usually notice them, because usually they're behind my tablet, which is currently in front of me filming. So when I'm done filming and editing, it's going to go right back where it goes. But anyway, let's say goodbye, okay? Not to each other. Let's say goodbye to the video, to the camera. Okay? You want to say goodbye? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, people. See you in our next video. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye, people. Have a good day. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye. He's like, I don't want bye-bye. Don't leave. I'm not leaving, buddy. I'm not leaving. I'm not. We're saying goodbye to them. Yeah, we're saying goodbye to them. We're not saying goodbye to each other. We're saying goodbye to them. Bye-bye.